Today, I'm going to talk about what it takes to be a coach. Are we ready, Tice? Are you good? Are you off camera? Okay, we're
You're
good.
good.
Okay, ladies, this is what we do when we're live. This is what's really special about this event. Again, please share this designlivethrive.com with your friends. Invite them to come over. There are summits all over that you can be invited to, that you can attend. But what I know for sure is nobody's doing them live. You are actually on live with the speakers. You're able to answer questions and all that. So here I am live today talking to you about what it takes to be a coach and why I believe that it might be the perfect business for you. You guys ready? Okay. In the chat, please drop any questions that you have. Let me give you a recap and a review of just quickly yesterday. Yesterday we talked about why 2026 is the year that you should create your own economy. I'm going to talk to women that are close to my age, and this applies to everybody. And by the way, we work with women from their 20s on up. Yes, I have a place in my heart for you ladies 50 over. I'm 61. So we talked about starting your own economy because so many of us are finding that we're nearing that retirement age and we're like, I don't know if I'm going to have what I want for retirement. Like Social Security is maybe not going to cut it, or, my 401k, or maybe you've been downsized, squeezed out of your corporate career. Things just don't quite look like what they used to. I also want to pause for a moment because I believe that the economy has nothing to do with your success in any business. Now, I know you might want to argue with me about this, but I believe that there are people, no matter what the economy. I was in business in 2008. I know what happened. And I'm telling you what, I had a phenomenal year because I decided I was going to have a phenomenal year. So you just have to shut out any noise that you're hearing about the economy, even if it feels like it's affecting you today, because as you go to create your own economy, right? We're creating our own economy. You got to have your head on straight, and you just need to find the money. I'm sorry, you need to find the people who have the money. And trust me, no matter what the economy is, there are plenty of people, and you only need a few to have an incredible business. There are plenty of people who their income is not impacted, and they are still buying $1 million houses. They're still buying new cars. They're still driving through Starbucks every day and getting a coffee, right? So I want you to think about creating your own economy from a place of there's plenty of people that have money to invest in what I am doing. So it doesn't matter whether you're going to be a coach or not. So a service-based business, that's what I kind of highlighted yesterday, requires very little capital. When we talk about building your own business, so many of you guys are not thinking about the fact that you have to go invest a sizable amount of money. If you're going to start, let's say, a coaching business, it's practically nothing. It's Wi-Fi and a laptop and a little bit of help to get going. So this could really make a big impact on retirement if that is one of your goals, because the amount that you have to invest is very small. Okay, by the way, the path to profit is pretty quick too. Okay, so what does it take to be a coach? If you guys don't know me, I'm Debbie Shadid. I think everybody at this point knows who I am, but I've been an entrepreneur for 25 plus years. I've helped thousands of women build all kinds of profitable businesses. I've been focused on coaches since 2021. I want to tell you, when you're like, Debbie, you don't know what it's like to start a business and to get started. I do know. When I sold my first sale, it took me 196 sales calls to make my first sale. So I'm just telling you, don't, I know what this is like to get started in a business, and it is nothing like that now. At the time that I started my business in 2000, I literally went to people's businesses. We had the yellow pages, you guys. There was no internet. There was nothing like what there is today. Social media wasn't a thing. The opportunity is incredible for you. So anyway, I provide this kind of help to people that I do with my coaching business, because I'm like, dang, I don't want anyone else to have to do 196 sales calls, right? I can give you the shortcut. So when I figured it all out, I was like, I'm never going to let anyone struggle like that again. There should have been somebody to help me. What's important to me is that the rising tide lifts all boats. When one woman builds her business, you know what happens? She changes her family. This makes me emotional. She changes her family. She changes her clients. There's this ripple effect that everybody is impacted. Everybody, you touch one person and everybody in their life is impacted. So my business gives me what it is that I want, my version of freedom. My version of freedom was the screaming that I heard down just now, just the two little kids screaming, having the time of their life, going to their Valentine's Day parties. It's these two little kiddos right here. This was from a couple of days ago. They're having their breakfast downstairs, and they're here every day. And I'm up here working, and I can run downstairs. That's freedom to me. What does it look like for you? Also, I love being with women. So I just got back. That's about a week ago. I was in Toronto in Blizzard, seeing these beautiful ladies. So I want you to know and think about what it is you really want. Yesterday, I talked about a sweet spot, about where your knowledge, your life experience, and what you're most passionate about, what you love, comes into play with what people will pay for. That little spot in the middle is your sweet spot. If you're thinking about doing a service-based business, again, with very little capital, maybe yesterday you're like, okay, I heard those speakers and that phenomenal lineup. They were all just like you. They came to me, or they were sitting, at an experience like this thinking, what could I do to do this? Or maybe I could do this for somebody. They were all in the same position as you. You might have heard this little voice like, I think I could do it, but I am going to bet that you also heard another voice that was like, you can't do this. Who do you think you are? I'm going to tell you what, Tice Glenn, who is our mindset coach, and many other things inside of our coaching container. I don't want to just put it as that, because she does so much for us, but she is in place because that you can't do it comes up as you're building a business. As women, we are really sort of in this by ourselves. Even if I have a loving husband downstairs who is my number one fan, but I'm in it by myself, right? I need somebody to help me stay on track. And for me, it's that girl up there, and for a lot of our clients as well. So you might be saying, who am I to coach anybody? I'm telling you what, you're somebody is what I got to say. You don't need a degree. You're wondering if you're qualified. I hear these questions every single week. I'm going to answer every one of them right now. You can tell I get fired up about this. So what is coaching really? Let's clear up that confusion first of all. Coaching is not therapy. We are really clear about this with our clients. If they come to us with something that feels like it should be therapy, we immediately tell them, no, you cannot do that. There is a place for therapists in this world. We have therapists on this call right now that are our clients who are also coaches. There's a big difference between those. Therapists are often healing things from the past. Coaches are looking forward. They are looking to help people accomplish, change, shift, create. Our next speaker, Glenna, she has lost, you're going to hear, over 200 pounds. She helps people with food addiction. That is creating something different in your life. That is what a coach can do for you. Coaching is helping somebody get from where they are to where it is that they want to be. That is your role. There are many styles of coaching, and you might be saying, well, how should I coach? What would that look like for me if I'm not really like a life coach kind of girl? Don't worry. There's plenty of ways to do that. All of us have one goal, and that's to help somebody move forward. I definitely have my own style. Y'all can see that probably right now. So there's coaches that are like questioning you. Those are more like life coaches. And really, there's so much gray area on all of this. We kind of get to decide our own lane. But somebody who's going to ask questions, they help clients find answers. That's a beautiful experience. I can tell you I've had the most transformative experiences from coaches who helped me find the answer myself. That could be a life coach, a relationship coach, a mindset coach, a career coach. Those are the people that ask quality questions, and they are your guide. There are guidance coaches that are giving you specifics. Again, I'll just mention Glenna. She has a 12-step approach to ending food addiction. Okay. Don't confuse it with AA, not AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, but she helps people who have food addiction. So that is very specific guidance. Several of our other coaches coming on today, again, they have a very specific nutrition plan or hormone plan. I have a specific framework to building a to building a profitable coaching business. So that is our framework, the Profitable Coach Framework. Education style coaching. Look, we all love to learn, and I think it is so important to teach. I think all of the coaches in every category, at least the ones that come work with us, I encourage education. I think it's important for us to understand, why are we thinking the way we're thinking? Why are we doing what we're doing? And that education really plays a role. Now, I'm not talking about a course. I'm just talking about helping people understand why they're in the place that they are. So most great coaches, really, honestly, they create their own their own signature method. That's what we help our coaches do. Create your own method. And chances are you already have your own signature process for the result that you created for yourself. So who can be a coach? Well, there's good news and there's bad news here because almost anyone can. So the good news is that means you can. The bad news is that also means anybody can. Okay. So there might be some people out there, who aren't the best coaches and who don't have the best intentions. But all of us remember that about the rising tide lifts all boats. That's what we're here to do. We can take what we know and we can help people. We can change the world with anything that's happened for you. You do not need a specific degree. I'm only going to talk about the state of Oklahoma, which is where I reside, but I can almost guarantee you every state in the United States, you don't need a license. I'm pretty sure. I know in Canada, there's a few. I saw somebody on from Canada. You might check your Canadian laws there and around the world. I'm not going to speak for that, but I have coached with coaches and work with people worldwide. You heard about my coach from Nigeria yesterday. I don't know anyone who needed a license, to be honest with you. So you don't need permission from anyone to do what you want to do. Coaching is unregulated. This will surprise many people. Now, let me be clear about this because some of you are accredited and you are part of ICF accreditation, and that's awesome. But just what I'm talking about is like government regulation. So it is not regulated by the government. Again, check your own country. I know we're international right now. We're on YouTube, so people are listening. But at least here, it is not regulated by the government, which means it's the perfect time to get started today. What makes a great coach is somebody who cares about helping people. It's everybody that is here, honestly. It's somebody who listens well. It's somebody who has done their own work. I always say a great coach has worked with a coach. A great coach also works currently with a coach, honestly, because we know the value of keeping ourselves, I'll call it clean and really straightened up so we can be the best for our clients. So it's somebody who's been through something. Isn't that everybody here? Or been through lots of somethings. It is women like you who make their mess their message. They make their mess their message. Again, you're going to hear from Glenna. She's on camera right now on the back end. So I know what she's going to talk about. She had a mess that she's made in her message, and she's really incredible at what she's doing. So, they didn't wait to be like, when am I ready to do this? They just started. You don't get ready. All the getting ready is keeping you from helping anyone. And let me just say, tomorrow I'm talking about how to build a coaching business. If you're interested in that, please let us know because we want to get you the correct link. But you don't want to wait. You want to start today. Honestly, you can start today. We can actually talk to you about how to get a client in your first week. We have a way for you to do that. I just want to highlight, I've got, like a whole bunch of people I want to highlight. These are all various types of coaches. And I don't want to just go like pigeonhole the ones that are so specific, but it is really interesting to see what you can do. This particular client was this summit speaker last time. She helps women who are grieving because their high school seniors are going to college. I'm just trying to show you that you can coach on anything. Down here in the bottom corner, Amy is a coach who helps blended families. I mean, that's beautiful. The lady in the middle, Roz, is a woman who helps people who are domestic violence. Directly above her is a physician who's an ER physician who helps physicians and wives in their marriage who are, they have demanding jobs and they're trying to balance it all. The bottom left corner is somebody who helps people with disabilities, and it's not ramps and restrooms that are in religious communities. It helps the communities get equipped for vision and hearing and all kinds of things that you don't know about. So there is lots and lots of incredible opportunities, career coaches, grief coaches, wealth coaches, fitness coaches, empowerment coaches, hormone coaches, you name it, lots and lots of coaches. We have somebody who coaches in the Mormon community about somebody if their husband has left the faith. We have an erotica coaching book author, so who helps women who are writing erotica. I mean, there is everything and anything that you want to do. We have our golf coach down there at the bottom. So many opportunities. Many of those women that I just scrolled through, they built their business out of their hardest circumstances of their life. Yeah, they had something happen and they were like, I got through this and I'm not letting anybody else do this. I mentioned to you about the person who was in domestic violence. That is her story. She is like, oh no, I'm helping women get out with their kids and get out. We had our grief coach that I'm one of the grief coaches that I mentioned to you, widowed at a very young age with no children, how to navigate that and be a widow for 17 years. So again, it doesn't have to be something like that. It can just be you waking up and creating your next best life. It can be something as simple as that. So you have the credibility, you have the expertise, you have been through everything. It could be you learning how to exercise again. I'm not kidding. Any possibilities. It's careers, it's relationships, challenges, reinventions. Every bit of what you've done matters. And what I want you to know is all of that makes you perfectly equipped to be a good coach. Who in the chat wants to be a coach that is not already a coach? If you are a coach, my coaches that are already here, please, please drop in the chat who you are coaching and what you are coaching around so everybody knows what you do. You don't need to be at the top of the mountain. This is another thing. We have a lot of people who are like, I don't know if I'm ready. Girl, lady, you're ready. I'm telling you, you're ready. You only have to be 2 steps ahead of somebody. You don't need a course. Don't make a course. If you've got one, great, but don't go making a course because you just need to be 2 steps ahead of somebody. You're just basically saying, hold my hand and get me there. Okay. I'm farther ahead, way farther ahead in my business, but I'm helping people right in that beginning. Like, let's go. Let's get our first clients. Let's get our second clients. Let's get active on social media. I just needed to be further along than where they are in their current path. If you've lost 50 pounds and kept it off, you could coach somebody to lose weight. If you lost 10 pounds and kept it off, you could be coaching somebody. If you navigated a career change like so many that I've talked about, so many women that got ageism was a cause. We had a coach, Lori Lawrence, who, wow, she had incredible, she's had incredible success and is having incredible success helping people with ageism and helping them get themselves back out there. So many of our coaches are over 70, 75, 76, 77. No kidding, starting brand new careers. So if you have rebuilt your life after divorce, or maybe you're in the messy middle of a divorce, or you're wondering if you should get divorced, those are all options of what you could be coaching somebody on and through. Being further along the path is your qualification. You also need a process, which I am going to specifically talk about tomorrow. We help people create a signature framework, but here's what I want you to know. You already have a framework. If you have been 2 steps ahead of somebody else, if you have accomplished something else, you already have a framework. Yeah, it's just about putting that together and really having somebody shine a light on, oh yeah, I do have a framework. You're right, I do. So that's the good news. Again, tomorrow, make sure you join us where I will talk specifically about that. Oh my goodness, I see somebody, admittedly, I'm scared to be a coach. First of all, I want to reach out and give you a virtual hug because I understand you. I know what it's like. Listen, yesterday, those coaches and the coaches today are going to make it look easy. And it is easy because they are prepared. There is a lot to overcome. But if you have that deep desire, I know that you are ready. I know you're ready. And I also want to point out to everyone listening, you have already done incredible things in your life. You have accomplished things. You have navigated things so much already. So I know you're ready. So yes, that's why we work on mindset. We help you. We understand how scary it is. We understand it's scary to even go on social media. We get it. So we're there to support you. So who could be a coach? When I was doing this presentation, I just literally went through a few quick things. I was like, oh, I know somebody who lost weight after postpartum, like my daughter, right? She could help somebody with that. I know somebody, lots of somebodies who work at home who struggle with time management. Like Tice has got 3 kids at home and schedules and juggling all that. She works with us. She has her own private coaching practice that's thriving. That's a time management course for people who work from home, right? Ending procrastination, life beyond loss. We have a wealth coach who is coming on today. She is, I don't know if I should say a former or a current CPA. So don't let my qualifications define her, but she is here to talk about not helping you from a financial planner point of view, but helping you understand, could you actually retire retire with what you have? So many women are afraid to actually ask that question. They stay in jobs that they maybe don't even need to because they're not even sure what is their 401k worth? What's it going to cost them to live? And on top of that, this particular coach, her name's Terry, you'll see her this afternoon or today sometime. She helps you figure out what you actually want to do. She's got an incredible story about a client that she helped figure out what they were going to do. And thank goodness they did, because they were able to enjoy some time in their life. So faith-based coaching, we have so many beautiful women, Christian coaches, Jewish women of all faiths. I'm going to say everybody, all types of faiths, everybody's included, that are coaching from that perspective as well. Wellness and nutrition, you guys, there is a widespread gamut of what wellness looks like and what nutrition looks like. And that is something that fits every different person differently. So you could coach exactly on what helped you. Grief, divorce. Oh my goodness. Lisa Kelly's our coach of ours that's coming on today. I have to give away what she's going to coach on because I want you to tell your friends that you know to come today. Lisa, I'm sorry for being the spoiler, but she's going to coach around pregnancy loss. And touches my heart. If you know somebody who's had a miscarriage, she needs to come and listen to Lisa's talk today, because that's a really important section of grief that people don't talk about, grief in the workplace for women who've lost a pregnancy. Again, she coaches on all kinds of other things. So you might have a hard story that could really give somebody else hope. Your clients don't expect you to be perfect. Lord knows I'm not. They don't expect you to be perfect either. They need you to be real. And I can tell you, the more honest you are, the better things will go for you. I better hurry up. I'm about to run over time. They need you to just understand. They need you to believe in them till they can believe in themselves. That is actually what qualifies you. There's an elephant in the room, though, that I want to say, and it's this right here, AI. I'm going to just call it a bunch of BS, you guys. It is not going to take away your job as a coach. I'm telling you, AI gives information. It cannot give understanding that a coach can give. I love AI. We can utilize it in building your coaching business, but you have to know what you're talking about first. And clients, they are desperate for human connection. Clients need answers from you. You need to read their body language on Zoom. Technology will not replace you. This is one career path that is safe. Do you need a certification? We've talked about that briefly. No, you don't. Okay. Yes, there's value in getting trained. I don't want to poo-poo that, because there is value in understanding how to do that, but you don't have to have a certificate. Okay. We have women that spend years trying to figure out what certification. They finish one, they take another. I'm just going to tell you, that's kind of hiding behind getting your business built. Okay. You don't need to get certified to build your business. You can start your business and get certified at the same time. You can get ready while you're learning, or chances are you already know how to help somebody. So the day-to-day as a coach, what's it look like? Let me paint a picture to you. Okay. I literally just went downstairs right before we got on, was almost late coming here because I was giving my little grandkids, 3 years old and 18 months, hugs as they were going to Mom's Day Out. That's what it looks like for me. I can go down there and, take my dogs on a walk in the middle of the day and come up here and make an incredible difference in people's lives. What does the money actually look like? We talked about this yesterday. In a service-based business like this, this is real numbers that are not blown out of proportion. I'm not promising you hundreds of thousands of dollars or $1 million. I'm saying, look, 5 clients paying you $500 a month, that's $2,500 a month. Let's just say 5 clients paying you $300, that's $1,500 a month. That's $18,000 a year. The way I've got it figured right here, $30,000. If this is your side hustle, it's a pretty good side hustle. You don't have to pay anybody anything. It's a computer and Wi-Fi. Okay. So you can double the amount of people you help. You can increase your rates. The sky's the limit on what you're doing. There's nobody to share any of the profit with except for you. So these are real numbers that are really possible for you. You work from home. My commute is up the stairs, right? I set my own hours. I love working on Monday night. If we have anybody here that works full time, I have to admit, my Monday night coaching is my favorite day of the whole week, because those women work full time and they need that support. So you get to help who you want to help. Again, no commute, no boss, no office politics. So you might have little kids at home and you need flexibility. You might have aging parents. You might want to not ask your boss one more time if you could take off. This is a lifestyle. You build your life with this business. So I'm going to give you some quick homework in the next 3 minutes. The first step is to write down what you could coach on. Tell me in the chat what you want to coach on. What have you been through? What have you figured out? Oh my goodness, I just saw another person. Marie is coming on today. She's going to talk about addiction, and it's going to be an addiction you have never heard about. If you are a woman who's struggling to make everybody else happy, you're going to want to come listen to Marie. She talked last year about removing your mask. It was incredible. So anyway, think about what you want to coach on, what you've helped people with. Don't overthink it. Just get it down on paper so you can be prepared to come to our coaching session tomorrow. Have one conversation with somebody. Talk about what you're thinking about. Ask them questions. Just listen. Hear what they have to say about what it is you struggled with, to validate. I can validate it for you, but to validate, this really is something somebody could need some help with. Okay. The third step, show up tomorrow. Tice, if you would not mind sharing in the chat one more time, the link for tomorrow's session, our Zoom session, we're going to be live on camera. That would be awesome. We're going to talk about all the steps to building your business. If you already have a business, you're going to see where the gaps are. It's a 2-hour session. Tice is going to talk about the mindset that you need to be a successful coach. If you have coach friends, please invite them to come. I have a special invitation, a special gift. I'm not selling anything tomorrow, for people to be able to attend a visioning session with me. So make sure you upgrade to the VIP. You also, by the way, could have a 30-minute coaching call with me as part of the VIP. Okay. So if you think that you should be a coach, I know you should, right? If you're thinking, I think I can do this, trust that voice. Listen, I call it God-given intuition. That to me is the voice of God. Don't muffle that voice. If it's talking to you, don't wait. Whatever you feel that is, take action, okay? Somebody needs what you have to offer. You guys with me? Okay. I'm sending you so much love. I don't have a gift for you. My gift is this whole summit. Be here, be tomorrow, be present, and join us for our VIP coaching session.